Hey everybody, Jim Powers with MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision as we catch up with our coaches, especially after a great weekend last weekend for our men's soccer team. David Korn, and back-to-back shutouts. We run it to 3 straight, 4 games in a row, 5 without a loss. Nice weekend, especially beating Rockhurst for the first time in program history.
Yeah, incredibly proud of the guys. Like we talked about post-game, I thought, a tight game. I think, Rockhurst is obviously a team that's had a ton of success throughout the years, and I'm proud of our guys because I know the game meant a lot to them based on some of our experiences in past years. And, ultimately we talk about the next game being the most important and how we can grow from each performance and, to earn the lead coming in the beginning of the second half. And I thought the guys took information really well at halftime and made some good adjustments and then defended really well throughout the match, and especially with the lead.
Defending in the second half was just unbelievable. We talked about it post-game. One shot, one header, that's it. That's all Rockhurst was able to muster in the second half. That's a testament not only to Christian, but also to the guys in front of him with just really doing a fantastic job and staying locked into what they needed to do. Yeah,
I've been really pleased with the growth of the group defensively. I think early in the season, some of the chances we gave away, some of the mistakes we made, I think the challenge was how we grow from that, how we do defend better, because, I think we have the attacking ability to score goals, but ultimately we've got to do a really good job defending to be successful not only in our conference, but with where we want to go and continue in postseason play.
What are Sundays? I mean, holy smokes, we've scored 7 goals the last 2 weeks. I mean, our Sunday matches have just been unbelievable.
Yeah, and they've been hard too. I mean, I think we were looking. I'm not sure that Truman had lost at home. The first 45 minutes were challenging, and again, I guess I was most pleased with how the guys reacted, took the information we gave them at halftime, and put together a really good performance in the second half and rewarded themselves in several aspects. And again, I thought, moments Truman was really dangerous, and was just pleased how the guys kind of kept their composure throughout the match. And you're right, it was most pleased to see in 2 games we come out with 2 shutouts.
And you talk about Covino, and I know we haven't talked a lot about him. He's been doing a lot of the little things, but boy, to see him get the breakout on Sunday, get a pair of goals, especially in the second half, to really seal the deal for us.
Yeah, I think he obviously provides a lot for us, not only as a defender, but as a player who can help us into the attack. And we asked him to do a couple things different in the second half for us, and he adjusted to it really well. I mean, he's a good soccer player. He's a kid who, as a youth player, was an attacking player long before he was a defender. So we know he can score goals. We know he can set up goals. And I'm really pleased that he came out with a couple on Sunday.
And Christian rounding into what we know Christian's all about. I know, the early season, some very tough opponents for us, but to see Christian 281 minutes without giving up a goal. We talked about the defense, but Christian quarterback in that back line is just, he's right where we want him to be.
Yeah, I think he's grown for sure in his leadership and his communication with the guys. And there's been a few times he's been called on. It was 0-0 against Truman, and he had to make a really big save for us right before halftime. So, we know and have confidence in his ability to make saves, and then our job as a group was to get better throughout the course of the season and in how we asked him to make less of those throughout the course of a match. And again, I'm pleased with his maturation performance, and the challenge will be how we continue to build on that each week and not become complacent, because we have a lot to prove and a lot to improve on over the next 3 days.
Oh, well, 3 days, shoot, it comes up quick. Homecoming week, opening of the new seating bowl down at Maryville Field, UND and UMSL. UMSL, not the UMSL that we typically know, but still, you throw the records out with the derby. But UND coming in, playing some extremely good soccer right now.
Yeah, I mean, both have some great results. I mean, obviously UND, had a really great kind of preseason and non-conference schedule, and then has been really effective and really good through the start of the first part of conference play. And having played them a couple times over the last few years, we know how talented of a team they are, both individually and collectively, how well coached they are. So we're excited for that on Friday, and then on Sunday, I mean, we're going to play a Davenport team an UMSL team that beat Davenport and has had some other really good results through the first part of the season, and both of them are going to provide unique challenges. And it's hard when you play 2 games in a weekend to really be able to to prepare for two different styles. So we talk about what are the things we can control, how do we prepare, how do we play, so that we have large spells of the match that suit what I think our style is and suit the guys, and ultimately what can we earn through the 90 minutes of a match.
And I think too it's a big weekend, not only for the new seating bowl, but a lot of alumni coming back in, Pasiel being inducted into the Hall of Fame. So I know a lot of those guys from really before this stretch over the last couple years, the group of guys that really set the bar for the men's soccer program back in the mid-90s.
Yeah, I mean, I've been incredibly blown away since being hired a few years ago at the support of our alumni. You mentioned Pasiel. I mean, he's always, whether it's a social media post, whether it's online, I mean, he's always been a supporter even without being in the St. Louis area. And I'm glad to see him being honored for his contributions to the program. And I hope we have a scorer like him, in the future, but it's going to be incredibly hard to beat. So I'm glad he's getting that recognition. And in our alumni base in general, whether it's support of the team coming out to practices, games. I came in the office today and there was a note from one of our alumni congratulating us on the weekend. Not to mention alumni weekends, foot golf tournaments, spring games, our crowdfund campaigns. I mean, we have an incredibly supportive alumni group, a group that's had incredible success soccer-wise in St. Louis and nationally, and obviously also to have a leader with that kind of a background in Lonnie. We're excited. We feel really, really fortunate to be a big part of homecoming weekend, and are just excited to do our best and put together some good performances.
No doubt, buddy. We'll see you on Friday down at Maryville Field.
Thanks, Jim. Appreciate it.
David Korn joins us, and once again, homecoming week kicks off Friday, 1 o'clock. The men take on UIndy down at Maryville Field, the new and improved Maryville Field. The seating bowl will be open, so you'll be able to enjoy some fantastic soccer action from the new bleachers. And then Sunday, UMSL, 2:30. It'll be our big tailgate party. Want to see everybody there. Also, a lot of great things going on throughout the week that you can follow us right on our Twitter feed at Maryville Saints. For Coach, I'm Jim Powers. Thanks so much for tuning into MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision. Have a great week, and as always, go Saints.
Go Saints.